Okay, we're back with a nice special one because we all know how much I love when I get these white envelopes from Japan. These white envelopes from Japan are probably my favorite thing outside of opening the actual Japanese card boxes. So, quick story on this one was I was on Mint, which I over ordered on last month. You guys saw the two boxes or the big two double order I got from those two different shops. And I was really trying not to go on that page because it just sucks me in and there's always something on there I want to get. So I've been trying to hold back, and I went on and I have my normal searches like Yuka Sakazaki, Mio Shirai, Mayuki. Those are my three main searches. And then there's also side searches and like not as big a searches, but I search a lot for those ones. And some old Yuka Sakazakis came up. And it was like, oh my god, I want those ones. Because I'm collecting a lot of her older autos, trying to get as close to a run of all of her autos and of Mayuki's autos that I can. And two old autos popped up, and I was like, oh god. And this was like really late at night, so I was like, okay, I'll check it tomorrow. And one of them had already sold, so I'm like, oh damn it, I gotta wait till after work. And then by the time after work, the second auto had sold, so I was like, damn it, I missed out again. And then a couple days later, I'm checking. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm checking, and one of those two autos was back on. I'm guessing it's just another version of it, but it was on there. I'm like, damn it, now I got to order it. So I was like, well, I'll check out like that specific, like with the Mint, when you order from Mint, you can order you have to order from specific stores. So you can search by specific stores. And the store that it was at, which is like the Ikeburo, I think. I always think it's Ikebono, but I think it's Ikeburo. But that shop seems to have the most. I think that's their biggest shop, or at least online it seems like it is. And that shop had just gotten in a huge collection of... I'm going to slowly start opening this so you're not just watching my hands move around like a freaking puppet show. That shop had just gotten in a big amount of BBM stuff. And it was a little bit older BBM stuff. And some of it's a little bit more expensive BBM stuff, but oh my god. As I'm going through it, I'm trying... I had so much in my cart, I had to start throwing things out of my cart. I had a bunch of WWE stuff in my cart to fill in the cart, because the shipping is pretty good. Like I've said before, the shipping is very, very decent for it only taking about 3 days to get here. But when you're only ordering one or two cards, to me, the shipping seems a little bit higher. But if you have at least 6 or 7 cards in your order, then it evens out nicely. Is what I'm trying to say. So I dump a bunch of WWE stuff in that I'd like to get. Like there was a bunch of Jey Uso autos and some other autos and stuff like that. But then all of a sudden I saw that they had just uploaded a bunch of this BBM stuff, and it was like, oh damn it. So I started just ditching the WWE stuff. This is the first order where there is no WWE in this little bag of cards. This is all BBM except for one. I kind of want to save that one. See, I don't even know which card is which because they're upside down. I kind of want to surprise myself, but I know there's the non-WWE one. Okay, let's just go through these ones. I kind of want to save a certain card for like I'm going to flip this one down, even though that's not an auto. Okay, hold on. I want to surprise myself, but I'm going to put one auto to the bottom, because it's the main one that I want to be on the bottom. And then we're going to just kind of shuffle the other cards. Okay, so I put 3 of them to the bottom, 4 of them to the bottom. Screw it. Okay, who cares? I was going to put them in an order, but then I started seeing the order of them, and then now it's like, well, damn it. Now I want them in a certain order. So, okay. So here's my order. 7 cards. That's it. I'm getting 7 cards this time. And these 7 cards, to me, these are killer. Now, the first thing that I got to say is the 2019 set, the set prior to the set that I started collecting on, is this set. This is the Hibiscus Me one that we got just a couple of orders ago. This set is like the only set where the colors are different than all the other sets. Like, if somebody in every other set is always on a pink card, they're on, like, a green card in this set. The 2019 set messes up the flow of any type of, like, running set you have for any of the girls. The 2019 set, for some reason, I never liked the 2019 set when I first started collecting, but now it's growing on me, and I really like that different look, because sometimes the BBM stuff, as the years go on, they're very repetitive. The girls change, the girls' looks change, but the backgrounds are very close to the same. So there's something now about this 2019 set that I like it, and I'm going to start slowly filling it in. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just getting the people that I like to collect, which is why we have Hibiscus Me already in my set. I have the Yuki Aino already in my set. And from a while ago, I got the 2 Maya Yukis. I actually traded a friend of mine some WWE stuff that he needed. And he was asking me, like, what do you need in return? And these 2 were on eBay for a pretty decent price compared to what they go on eBay now. And I told him, if you can get me those 2 cards, I will send you what I have of the WWE that you need. So that's the only 4 that I had of 2019. Had is kind of the key point here. So those were my first 4 2019s. Now we're just going to kind of stick those up and off to the side here with Hot Maya in front. And we have a few 2019s in here. So our first 2019 that we're going to pull out here is Yuki Kamifuku. Yuki Kamifuku. I have started collecting her like crazy. And part of it, I think, is the reason that I know, because she is coming to Taiwan in a few months. And I know the promoter, and I'm really hoping to be able to get a bunch of stuff signed. I'm hoping to maybe not only just get some of the BBM cards signed, but I'm actually hoping I can do some type of a deal where we can produce a new card where I can get a bunch signed, and then I can give her another version of that card that she can sell when she does signings other places. So she is one that is now becoming one of my collection pieces. I think this is my 5th or 6th of her cards that I have. I'm pretty sure I have almost all of her autos from 2020, the 2 2020s, plus 21, 22, and 23 up. So now I have from 2019. So there is a 2019 Yuki Kamifuku. We'll put her there in front of Maya, which is sacrilege, but we're just going to put her up there for now. Okay, our next one, let's stick with that set. Yeah, I think we'll stick with that set right now. I'm changing the order of the stuff that I'm pulling out of here. Okay, we're going to stick with that set because I like that 2019 set, so that's the set I'm going to stick with. Our next one, could be one of 2 other autos that I got. All right, there we go. She's either the announcer or promoter. I always forget to look up who she is, but I absolutely love her freaking auto. I love hers. It's Harai or Harai or something like that. I don't know. Again, I think she's the one that's starting a new promotion, or it's the other girl that's starting the new promotion right now. But she's got such a cool auto. And again, I think I've hit her auto in every set that I have so far. So that was just one where it was like, well, if I'm going to start filling in this set, I might as well start picking up the people that I collect a lot of, and I have a lot of in the collection. So that's a cool one too. Number 67 out of 99 for that one. The Yuki was only out of 90. And I think the others are the same. I think they're all a little bit out of 90, out of 99, out of 90, and out of 99. So I guess sometimes they're 90, sometimes they're 99 for these ones. Okay, we have one more from the 2019 set, but I'm going to hold off on that one. I'm not going to show that one yet because that one is a killer one. So we're now moving to the 2022 set. I don't remember who I ordered from the 2022 set. Who did I order from 2022? Oh, yes. Saki Akai. Saki's another one. I think 2022 is the only set that I didn't hit the Saki Akai. Or I hit the Saki Sammy card, which is her, like, pirate alter ego on that set may be the one that I have. I like her, even she's DDT, but I really like her because my first ever local show in Taiwan, not knowing that there was local wrestling here for years, the first ever local show I went to, they had Saki Akai on the card. So I have some autographed 8x10s of hers, but at that time I didn't know about BBM cards, so I didn't have any cards for her to sign. Of course, over the years, or the last couple of years, I've been picking up older Saki Akai cards like these two, hoping that she comes back to Taiwan and I can get some autos on these ones as well. Those Saki Akai cards, that is the 2014 and 2015 cards. So those are older ones. This is the 2022 card. So I have those. We're going to have to move Asuka over a little bit. So there are certain girls that I have picked up base cards from past sets just in case they do end up back in Taiwan or I end up in Japan doing a tour of shows and being able to get some autos from it and stuff like that. So there is my 2022 Saki Akai. Saki Akai is, I guess she is more popular than I knew because her autos are a lot higher priced than a lot of the other ones around. Okay, I'm torn on which one of these next two to show. One of them's a base, one of them's an auto. Let's go with the base because the auto I think is a very special auto. So the base on this one, this is a 2014 Kana. And it's funny because on their page, they have her listed under the wrong name. They do not have her listed properly. They have her listed as like Hanana. Unless that's a special name from that year, I don't know. But for some reason, they do not have her listed as Kana or Asuka on that page. Unless I'm like a complete idiot and this is not her, but I'm pretty damn sure that's Asuka because I love Asuka. So I picked up this one. They had a bunch of different base from the different years, but I really liked this one. I really wanted to get this one for the collection, and it's a nice shape card. No real looking damage on that one. I've seen some of these ones having been graded and go for pretty high, but that's going into my Asuka collection. I haven't added to my Asuka collection in quite a while, so I thought a nice BBM base, because there's no way I'm getting a BBM auto of hers. The prices, even on Mint, where the prices are decent, the prices of any type of a Kana auto are just freaking insane. Okay, so we've got Yuki Kamifuku. We've got, what's her name? Harai? Is that what it is? Harai? God, I gotta quickly look at it again. I always forget her name. So now I'm making myself look like an idiot. Yeah, Harai. All right, so we've got Yuki Kamifuku. We've got Harai. We've got Saki Akai, and we've got Asuka Kana at the bottom. Now, for a little break from the BBM, I had to get this one. I had to, and I have I could go into like a 30-minute story on this one. I really kind of wish I could, but that'd make the video so freaking long. But I just wanted this one so badly. A TNA Dawn West. Like that. A lot of people just shit on Dawn West. A lot of people talked crap about Dawn West, not really knowing what he's talking about. I never really saw any of the stuff of his, of like the what is it? He was on like the Home Shopping Network selling stuff and all sorts of crap like that. I never saw that because I was in Canada. But I don't know, Dawn West, I go back and I watch those old TNAs and I love Dawn West on commentary. I really, really do. And the reason I have so many TNA DVDs is because of freaking Dawn West and his freaking brown bag specials. I don't know where my brown bags are. I think most of them, I used them for stuff and they all kind of got destroyed, even though one of them was signed by Dawn West, and I feel like an idiot for not putting it somewhere, or I put it somewhere and I don't know where it is. But yeah, I got suckered into those Dawn West brown bag specials online so many times. And there was one time when they had, I don't know if I've told the story on here, they had free worldwide shipping and then it didn't go through and then I had to fight them on the worldwide shipping. And then I ordered 3 bags because you were guaranteed with 3 bags, or 3 or 4 bags. I think it was up to 4 bags. You were guaranteed different stuff in every bag. And then they only sent me 1 instead of 4. And at like 2 o'clock in the morning from Taiwan, I end up having to call. It was Nashville, right? They were based out of Nashville. I had to call the TNA office line and have them put me through. Well, I called like the customer line, and the customer line put me through to the office line, and the office line put me through to the warehouse. And it wasn't Don West, but it was the warehouse worker who felt so bad that they had messed up my order and hadn't sent me out the stuff, that I ended up on the phone with this guy with the craziest like accent. He's running around the warehouse, filling my order and throwing me in monster extras, making sure I'm getting the wrestlers I want, the DVDs I want. And I kept trying to tell him, I'm like, dude, the brown bags are supposed to be a mystery. So then we got into like, well, tell me what DVDs you have and tell me what years you like, and I'll fill in the holes. And then when we were talking about those big banners, and he was like, well, what girls do you like? And I was like, well, I like Gail Kim, of course, and like Tara. I was like, but I like mostly all of them. And he's like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to throw you in all the banners. And he sent me like 7 or 8 banners, plus the t-shirts, plus anything Raven he had in the place they sent to me. And this was a guy that worked with Don West. Don West didn't do it, but it was the Don West brown bag special that it was one of the funniest nights I've ever spent on the phone from Taiwan back to North America, was with the TNA warehouse guy. But yeah, I saw this auto on there, and it's like, it's not probably a very sought after auto, but I don't care. He passed away this year. He was one of the true voices of TNA, and he really did make a huge difference there. So I just wanted one of his autos. Okay, we're down to the last 2. We've got one 2019, and the other one that we have is going to be, I forget what year the other one is that I ordered. All right, we got a 2019 and a 2017. Let's just go with, even though I know this is the one I'm more excited about. No, I don't even know. God damn it, which one? Screw it. Let's go with the 2017. No, we're going with the 2019. Oh, see, this is it. I'm excited, but then I don't know if I'm going to do it in the wrong order and then let everybody down. So the other 2019, and this one had just popped up. Like, I swear, when I ordered the Yuki and the Harai, god damn, I gotta learn her name properly, Harai card, I did not see this one. And suddenly about 5 or 6 more cards popped up on their listing, because I guess they had just updated it. And it's the last Riho card. It's the last, and the reason it's the last Riho card is because after 2019, Stardom, anybody working for Stardom, was not doing BBM anymore. So this is Riho's final one. All right? And I know a lot of people are not fans of Riho. I'm not the biggest fan of Riho, but in Japanese women's wrestling, I am a fan of Riho. I'm a fan of what she's done. I'm a fan of what type of stuff she did. Not everything. I'm not one of those sex doll freak people or anything like that, but I still think Riho in Japanese wrestling is one of the big names, and it's not an easy one to get. And I do not have a Riho auto other than my 2 in-person Riho autos. My 2 in-person Riho autos are from the show where Riho and Kenny Omega came and took on Yuka Sakazaki and Michael Knock It the Fuck Off. So when they were there, that was when I first was getting into these cards. So I ordered online from Japan base cards of Riho. I found these 2, which are 2012 and 2014. This is the 2012 card, and this is 2014. So Riho was in the BBM sets for a while. And the final one that she signed, and beyond that, Riho was never in the sets anymore, was the 2019, which coincidentally is the one that I'm starting to put together a small collection of. So there's my in-person Rihos. which it was weird. The other person who signed that day, which we'll talk about in a second, personalized the ones to me, which I've heard that the people who are under contract to BBM, if they're signing BBM cards, they have to personalize it to the person who they're signing for. I don't know if I've heard it from somebody. I've heard it, I think, more than once. So maybe that's true, but I think once they're out of contract with BBM, then they can just sign the cards. So the Riho autos were really nice, and she was really surprised at the show. I got a couple of 8x10s from her as well and asked her if she could sign those cards, and she was super happy to sign them and surprised that I had such old cards of hers. So there we go. There's my Riho. So we have 3 new cards for 2019, right? Harai, Yuki, and Riho. I've got my 2022 Saki Akai. I've got my Dawn West auto, which that one's staying in my collection. To me, that's a special card. I know a lot of people just think it's a weird card, but to me, that's a special card. And we've got our, Kana Asuka card down there. And our last one, which actually, if you listen to what I said at the beginning of this, you would probably already know what this card is. So why the hell did I even leave it to the end? God, I'm kind of an idiot. There we go. We have yet another Yuka Sakazaki for my collection. This one is the 2017. The 2017 popped up twice in a week, which was nice because I missed the first one and I was really, really pissed off. So there's the 2017. I also recently got the 2016. Cards are very, very close to the same. So I've got the 2016 from one of my last orders. I don't think that was from Mint. I think that was from the Tadukan site, I think is where I got that one, but I'm not absolutely sure. So I love her auto. The heart that still spells Yuka. I really do. I love that auto. And because she wrestled against Riho in that match when they were here, and the night before they had a dinner for 10 fans with Yuka to go and have a dinner and ask questions and get to eat and stuff like that and hang out. I went to that event, got to have dinner with her, and got these 2 signed. So, of course, those 2 are the ones, like I said, because she's under contract to BBM, she did sign it to me. So they're both signed to Matt, which is fine because they're not leaving my collection. And she put the Enjoy Girl at the bottom, which is really cool, along with the Yuka thing on there. So those ones are 2016 and 2015. So that's the matching set right there. That's the actual 2016 auto, and then that's the in-person auto on the base card. So if I can get myself a 2015 auto, then I'll have the matching auto to go with that base card as well. And then now, there we have the 2017 auto for my new part of my Yuka Sakazaki collection, which will stick there kind of behind Thing over on that side. Okay, so, and the thing, I was going to dig out and have my entire pile of Saki Akais and my entire pile of Yuki Kamifuku and my entire pile of Yuka Sakazaki. But the problem is with my sets, I keep them in sets. Like from 2020 plus 2020 Ambitious. So like 2020 True Heart, 2020 Ambitious, and then 21, 22, 23. I keep them in boxes in order, and I don't take anybody out to put them into separate boxes. So even my collection of my Yukis, Maya and Yuka are my 2 biggest collections, but since their autos are in those sets and I like to have the complete sets there, I don't take them out to put them into something else. So that's why I'm going to knock cards over, aren't I? That's what I swear everybody tuning in here just waits for me to knock cards over. These 2 are not in any set because I don't have a 2019 set, which now I am building, so those will go into the 2019 set. If I made a box of just Maya Yukihi cards, then I would probably have, I think I have about 10 or 11 autos of hers now. Yuka, I've got at least 7 or 8 auto of hers now as well and stuff like that. So Yeah, I haven't pulled them out, and I like to, but it's a pain in the ass because then I've got to go back to each box and I've got to find where they are in the order and what number they are in the set and put them back into the set and stuff like that. So right now my PCs of, well, you see half my PCs here, right? My PCs of Maya, of Yuka, of Yuki, of Saki, and a few other ones, like not Sayori and New. God, I can't remember who. Too many names for me to remember. But I do have small collections where I really like to have all the ones of the girls when I have each set. So maybe one day I'll pull them out and I'll make just sets for each girl. But I really like having 2020, 2021, 2022 together in order like that. So that's why they're not here. Okay, that's enough rambling on this stuff. This was a killer grab. This really was. And honestly, of all this stuff, I really think I'm the most excited to have the Dawn West, which I know anybody who's tuned into this because of the women's wrestling stuff is like, what the hell is wrong with you? But to me, that's a special card, especially since, like I said, since he just passed away this year. And I've been going through a lot of the old DVDs lately, and I just love listening to him. He seemed like a fan. He just seemed like a guy who enjoyed being there. So that's a really special card. It's really nice to have that final one of the Rihos. It's nice to have another Yuka. It's nice to have another Yuki. It's nice to have an Asuka card finally from True Heart. And of course, my other ones as well, Harai and Saki Akai. But yeah, Dawn West, the voice of TNA, the voice of late night shopping stations, and the man who created the brown bag special and probably took more people's money for TNA than anybody would care to even admit. But honestly, those brown bag specials were a deal. Like $25 US. I think sometimes they were only $20 US. And it was like 3 or 4 DVDs, plus a t-shirt, plus a banner, plus a toy. I have so many figures. I have like 3 Shark Boys. I have like 3 Shark Boys and 2 Jay Lethals, I think, because of those bags. But yeah, like to get an action figure, a t-shirt, a banner, and a bunch of DVDs for $25 in a cool bag shipped. The man was a genius. He took a lot of my money, and I don't blame him. He got my money because he sold the way he was supposed to sell. So there we go. There is my latest addition from Japan. Next video, I don't know. It is here right now while I'm recording. It's Tuesday night. I go into the hospital for my surgery on Thursday. So I won't be going to the card shop for a while. If I can get to the card shop on Wednesday night without the wife knowing, then maybe I'll have something to break while I'm home, kind of resting after my surgeries, after I get out of the hospital after a few days. So, and I know I can't send my wife to the card shop because once she sees the prices of the card, she'll murder me when she gets home, and then I'll have to go to the hospital again. So I'm hoping to have a break up within a few days of this one coming out. If not, it'll be about a week. I don't know. But we have 3 more BBM 2023s to break from the shop. I'm really kind of interested in those Panini Revolution ones now. After breaking a pack of those ones, and I got a cool parallel. I didn't get an auto, but who cares? It was still, they seem like pretty cool. I got to remember what the price is, but maybe I'll go Panini Revolution. Maybe I'll go back to BBM. Maybe I'll just grab a WWE, like older box or 2 or something like that. I don't know. But no matter what, you know I'm going to be breaking more stuff. Hospital's not going to keep me from breaking cards all the damn time. So there we go. Let's zoom in on all of our goodness that we just got here. There we go. Riho, Asuka, Dawn West, Yuka Sakazaki, Yuki Kamifuku, Harai, and Saki Akai, and all my little extras that are all in the back there. So that's it. That, just like always, that video went way longer than I thought it was going to for opening up a pack that only had 7 cards in it. That went long. Okay, that is it for me. I will be seeing everybody on the next video at some point soon. Oh, my finger went in front of the camera. All right, I'll be back at some point soon. Don't worry about me. I'm always back. I'm going to always be breaking cards. If I get stuck at home after the surgery with nothing to break, maybe I'll start cracking out some of my boxes and some of my PCs and some of my collections and just kind of doing little show-offs and stuff like that. Since somebody in one of the card groups recently did a show-off of their, what was it, their Becky Lynch collection, claiming it was a $25,000 plus Becky Lynch collection. So maybe I can try and outdo them with my, like, I don't know, my $20 Curtis Axel collection. Who knows? Okay, that's it for me. We just hit the 30-minute mark. Anybody who's still listening now probably wants to slap me and tell me to shut up, or they've already turned it off. So, like usual, if you're new here, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let your grandma watch this, do whatever you want with the videos, but just stay in contact. Subscribe to it, stay with the channel, come see what other stuff I'm going to break, and obviously, when I'm sitting in the hospital, I'm going to go on the Mint page and start ordering a whole crap ton of more cards probably on my credit card. So there's a good chance by the time I get out of the hospital, there'll be more cards here in an envelope for me to open again online. So that's it. I'm out here. I will see everybody on the next video when I am hopefully a little bit better, a little bit more healed up, and not feeling so crappy like I am right now. But I don't feel crappy. I got my cards. I got my Yuki. I got my Yuka. I got my Dawn West, and I got all that stuff. So that's it. See you guys on the next one. Have a good day. Have a good whatever it is for you guys wherever you are. Bye-bye.